Out of Lansing tonight, a plan that would raise the gas tax and reallocate money for roads has passed through the state Senate within just the past 45 minutes, but not until a tiebreaker from the lieutenant governor. 24-hour News 8's political reporter Rick Albin has been tracking the new developments as they happen in Lansing. He joins us live tonight talking to the key players. Rick.
Here are the basics. It's about $1.2, $1.3 billion has passed by the Senate. There are a bunch of cuts. There are a bunch of shifts. Some of those things haven't been specified. That's causing some heartburn, and we're going to talk to one Democrat who has got some questions about that. But first to the Republican side, where they prevailed 19-19, and magically appears the lieutenant governor to break the tie. You guys had this put together today. You were relatively confident, but it took several hours to pull it off.
It did take several hours. Certainly, this is something that we've heard from the voters out there, that they want a road solution, and that's what we produced.
Well, Senator Shoemaker, when you look at this in total, it puts a lot of extra money into roads if it gets 56 votes in the other chamber. I know that's not your problem necessarily, but senators had to be mindful of the fact that you voted for tax increases in the past, and the House has not taken them up.
Well, that's true, and but hopefully, and I'm very confident that the voters have really put enough pressure on the House to say that we want a solution. The House produced a plan, the Senate produced a plan, and now we can reconcile the two different plans.
Republican Senator Tanya Shoemaker from Lawton, thank you very much. Let's turn now to the leader of the Democrats in the Senate, Jim Ananich. Senator, this was not, and you went to the floor to say this was not the plan that you necessarily wanted to see.
No, I mean, Senate Democrats last term 3 times voted for a real plan we didn't love, but a plan that would actually fix the problem. $700 million in unspecified cuts, permanent going forward, which it is cuts. Basically says we're going to shift from police, we're going to shift from universities, we're going to shift from community colleges to hopefully pay for some roads. $700 million is a lot of money to ask for people to pay. They created a lockbox that creates $350 million so they can use as a slush fund to fix roads they want to fix, not roads that need to be fixed. It was relatively a gimmicky way to pass a plan. The House passed a plan that wasn't good. The Senate passed a plan that wasn't good. 2 bad plans together don't make a good one. So I'm very disappointed, but I'm hopeful that going forward, we can find a common ground that actually fixes the roads and doesn't put all the burden on working families.
Again, let me ask you the same question. It's not your job, but do you have a sense what your colleagues over in the House are thinking?
Well, I don't think my colleagues in the House are going to continue. I think the Democrats, at least, will say it's enough taxing working families, enough taxing people that get up in the morning and go to a job, people that have a pension, and continuing to say that a $2 billion tax break for corporations, that they don't have to pay anything. In October, we're going to be actually paying more money out to corporations than they actually bring into the state through tax credits. That seems like a really backwards way of creating a 21st century Michigan.
I got to make this real quick, but it's a very technical matter. Couldn't you have just held one vote off the board? There wouldn't have been a tie, and the lieutenant governor couldn't have broken the tie?
Yeah, we spoke with our votes, and we believed it was the wrong plan. And they have a right to do that. I could have chose to do that, but I'm hopeful that going forward, there's a willingness to try to work together, and hopefully the cooler heads will prevail and we'll get a good plan going forward.
Senator, thank you so much for your time. I know it's been a very busy time. Well, it's been a very busy day here. I know going forward tonight you're going to hear more about this. We will continue to follow it. In 2 weeks, the House comes back, or maybe they don't. We'll be following that too. We're live in Lansing. Rick Albin, 24-hour News 8.
Okay, Rick, thanks for the live report tonight.